Hi, let's look at this circuit that I've built on Multisim, and I'm just doing this as an example of a BJT amplifier. So here's a source, and the voltage of this source is, you can see it's a zero point 0.1 volt signal, and it's riding on a 1 volt DC signal. Okay, and I have given it to this circuit, and let's take a look as to how the amplification happens. So to do that, I'm going to put a voltage probe at the input, and I'm going to put a voltage probe at the output here. Okay, and let's run this. So this is running, and if you go to the grapher, you can look. This is the input signal, which is centered around 1 volt, and there is a zero point 0.1 volt amplitude of the sinusoid, and the output is centered around approximately 7.5 volts, and you can see that the sine wave has been amplified quite a bit, right? Here it was, the amplitude was zero point 0.1 volts. Here it seems to be almost around a volt. So the sine wave has been amplified 10 times. That's how the amplifier works, right? If I go back now in my circuit, I'll just stop this. And what I'll do is, if I decrease the amplitude here, right? If I decrease the amplitude, let's say I make it, well, 10 millivolts seem to be very small. So let's make it something like uh, zero point 0.1, 0.05. Okay, so 50 millivolts. Okay, so I've halved it. So let's run this circuit again and see how this functions. So if you go back, you can see that still this circuit is centered around 1 volts. This output is still centered around 7.5 volts. It's only the amplitude of the sine wave that changes. The DC levels remain the same. Okay. So hope this helps you to understand the use of BJTs as amplifiers.